guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. My name is Lauren. I film all things fashion, mostly fashion, motherhood, and entrepreneurship. Today I'm finally coming to you with a video about my hair, you guys. So let me zoom on in and kind of see. So if you cannot tell already, and probably from the title you can tell, but my hair is in starter locks. So that's right, I'm starting to lock my hair. I'll get into all of that in a second. So first, before I go into where I am now, I kind of want to give you an idea of my hair journey. So let's take you way back so you have some idea. My hair was relaxed at the early age of 7. I won't say that was pretty typical in the African American community, but it kind of was. I have really thick hair, and yeah, like my mom just relaxed it. She would take me to the beauty salon quite often, and so my hair was always done. And when I wasn't at the beauty salon, my mom was doing my hair. Like my hair was always just together, right? And when I got old enough, I learned how to really do my hair. So I would do, I would be able to curl it. I would be able to braid it. I would do all kind of things, but that did not come without its frustration. And so like I mentioned, I have really thick hair, and so there were plenty of times where I would sit in the mirror and just cry because it was so tangled, or I couldn't get it to like conform and do what I wanted it to do. And so a lot of tears. But still, for the most part, my hair was always done. I did a really good job. One thing about me is I felt like my hair was kind of the one thing that I could control in my life. And so that meant for me that I was changing my hair a lot. I was changing the color, the length. I would add hair, meaning like extensions. I would put protective styles in my hair. You name it. I never really looked the same, to be honest. You have some people who always wear the same hairstyle for the most part. And then you have me where it's like, and I'm inserting pictures, but like you have me where it's like, who? Like I knew this Lauren, and now you're this Lauren. I have had blue in my hair. I've had red hair. I've had burgundy hair. I've had, you name it. And so, as the years went on, I actually became natural. I decided to go on a natural journey and get rid of the relaxer. And so that was about, at this point, 12 years ago, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, I think it was about 12 years ago that I decided to go on a natural journey with my hair. This is when everybody was kind of trying it, right? It was still kind of new, but everybody was trying it out. I wanted to see what my natural curl pattern was like. I had no idea, right? Because as young as 7, I was getting relaxers. So I started to grow it out. I went through my awkward phases, of course, where it was just too short. I was using the wrong product. I didn't know what to do with my hair. At one point, I'm buying every product on the shelf. And so I kind of rocked it like that for a while. I was known for like rocking like big, unruly hair. I love hair like that. And so I stayed like that for so many years, right? But it got to the point where my hair just became too much for me. Like I just wasn't happy with it. I found myself every few months wanting to straighten it. I would get that itch literally like every 3 months. I would get the itch to straighten my hair. And so I'd go ahead and do it. And then that was boring to me. And then I went back to curly hair, and that would be cool for so long. And then I get tired of that. About 3 years ago, I ended up chopping my hair off because I was convinced I wanted this cute little like pixie, but remain natural. Bruh. Sorry, you're hearing my son. As you can imagine, that was a disaster. It was really hard to keep up with being straight. So yeah, decided I wanted to chop my hair off. Like I said, that got old really quickly because I was natural, right? Like my hair was gonna like revert eventually. And so I was really eager to wash it. I'm like, what does this look like curly? So I washed it, and it was curly, and my hair was short. short, you guys. And I was like, oh my God, I'm ugly. Like, I hated it. But I figured out, I figured out how to deal with it. I was seeing my curls as tiny as they were. I had different textures, whatever. And so, yeah, I kept my hair short. And then as it started to grow out, I would straighten it and I started to kind of find my hair groove. And that's when I was like, okay, yes, like I can get with this. I'm loving this. And I felt good, right? So I kept my hair short for 2-3 years now. But then that just got tiresome. I found that when I straightened it, I hated it. When I wore it curly, I hated it. It wouldn't last for very long. And so I just decided, I felt in my heart that it was time to do something different and something longer lasting and something that would require pretty much like not a lot of maintenance. So I remember this was, I started the journey August 29th, a little bit before I was going to go back to work. I'm an educator. And I remember, telling my husband that I was going to do this. And of course, he's on board because men are really simple. They're like, whatever is going to be the easiest for you, where you don't have to fuss with your hair, like I'm down for it. And I want to say 3 or 4 years ago, I tried faux locks and he absolutely was in love with those. Now, I know faux locks don't actually like mimic real locks, but they're close enough. And so it kind of gave us the idea. And we both really loved how I looked with those. So that was kind of like a point of reference. So August 29th, I decided to go ahead and lock my hair. So me being the person that I am, I always pretty much do my own hair. And so I was like, I want to try this myself. Like, I don't really want to pay anybody. I want to see if I can do this myself. So I started out with 2-strand twist. I thought that was the easiest method for me to do. I didn't really want to do like, I think it's called comb coils. I didn't want to do interlocking. I didn't want to do sister locking. So I figured 2-strand twist was the easiest. And if I decided to, I could take them out really easily and forget this ever happened, right? I started with 2-strand twists. And again, my idea was I can kind of style these as I go, right? And so sat there, it took me 6 hours to install the 2-strand twist. When I counted, I had about 106. I think now I have about 100 and maybe 100, between 108 and 110 because I've split some since then. Didn't really put any product on there. I used people like West Indy Ray as a point of reference. I love her. If you haven't checked her out, check out her YouTube channel. She's dope. And so I knew I wanted to keep minimal product in my hair because I didn't want any kind of buildup. So here we are now, okay? So fast forward, like I said, these are my locks. I just, they're braided right now, but I just retwisted a week ago. And again, I'm doing everything myself. I have not gone to a professional. I just really, I want this to be my journey. So I can say it has been 8 weeks now. I can say I felt more beautiful than I've ever felt. I know as a loose natural, and you guys might relate to this, that if I have a failed twist out or I wake up and my hair isn't acting right, I feel ugly. I feel like awkward. I want to wrap my hair up. But for some reason with my locks, my starter locks, no matter how awkward they look or they're short or they're misshapen or whatever, I love them because I think that, I mean, these are mine and it's a part of my journey and it's beautiful to kind of see them grow. And so, yeah, I have fun like styling them. As you can see now, I have it kind of like in a French braid. I love to do, you know, space buns, whatever. I like to have fun with them. I can get into like the maintenance of them if you guys want to see that. Like how I kind of like take care of them, how often I wash them, my retwisting process and such like that. But I kind of want to I want to show you guys how my hair is looking now and like the length that it's at. So I can go ahead and take this down. So mind you, when I was starting, you know, I'm coming from growing out a haircut, right? So it's still kind of in that awkward stage. So the front of my hair has always been, this part has always been like heat damage. I've always had issues with that. So it does tend to be much more straight, but you can see. So of course the ends have not locked. But like I said, I did retwist them. So this is giving you kind of an idea. I do have pretty much like square parts. I went in rows. I'll give you like a
table on 40. Maybe 40.
So I did like, I parted down the middle essentially. Initially I parted my hair down the middle and was wearing it like that for a while. But with my last retwist, I was like, let me see what it looks like if I were to like kind of part it off to the side. So this is what it's looking like, you guys. I love it. Yeah. So, I mean, you can see some of them, I'm like, oh, maybe it's trying to do something. I don't know. But they're different sizes and I totally don't mind that. I did. Let me not lie. It totally bothered me in the beginning. I would get so wrapped up in lock count and like comparing myself to other people. And I'm like, maybe I don't have enough. Maybe I don't think I have too many, but definitely got wrapped up in that. It's easy to compare yourself, but what kind of grounded me was knowing that this was my journey and this is my hair, and the fact that some are bigger than others is what makes them so unique. So, but like I said, if you guys want to see a video, if you guys want to see a video on, like I said, how I maintain them, what products I use, how often I'm washing them, let me know and I will share that with you. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I didn't want to make it too long because I could talk about my locks all day long. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I would love if you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on a video. See you next time.